All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Dangers in My Heart, Season 2, Episode 10. I'm so excited for another episode, but also I'm so sad that we don't have many left. And Season 3, please, it has to come soon.
It will.
As soon as possible.
It will eventually. There's no doubt. This show is too peak. It's too wonderful.
It is getting Season 3.
We had them both actually confessing to each other.
Right, but to each other's parents.
No, to her parents.
To each one of them separately to a parent.
Right.
So that it could become even more apparent.
Yeah, it wasn't obviously directly to each other, but the way in which they actually were comfortable telling the respective parent.
Oh yeah. And things just continue to escalate in all these wonderful ways, whether you're talking about, the letter that happens to, oh no, right? Yeah, I definitely, sent that and all that. I wrote that and then, more. Give me more.
Yes, please.
Here.
It's so good. It's so good. Even the stupid stalker stan that was actually being harmful, it ended up being just something where it's this is a reflection of something that you could have become maybe Ichikawa if you made an alt account and started creepy posting. But hey, we've dealt with that. No longer an issue. Just
But don't send any candid school photos.
No. What you can do is maybe you can send some random group shots or what have you where her face is being like Mike Wazowski.
Exactly. Right. Yep.
I think that would be so funny. It should be like, this is wonderful.
Damn it.
Her elbows. Thank you so much.
Oh gosh.
I appreciate this. But yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
Ichi. Oh.
Darn.
Well, I mean that's that's something,
Seeing if he comes to the same classroom.
Yeah. He did the same thing. Makes it more thrilling.
Yeah.
Oh,
come on.
It would actually be but
if you're not in the same room, that just means you need to start officially going out.
Oh! Uh-oh.
Hand holding in public. Cutting him off mid word. I love it. No, you started out the year with the whole class knowing that you guys are into each other. Oh, she's not in the same class?
Yeah. Oh!
You tease.
Oh,
yeah, okay.
She's like, I want it to be a whole thing.
Oh no.
No way. Oh no.
Uh-oh. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. Yep. Just
wow.
A bookkeeping error. Yeah. It was the whole time when she was trying to mess with him to be like, no, don't put us in the same.
Right. Yep, so subtle. Oh my god.
This is so goofy.
I love it.
The most stealthy note drop.
That actually was pretty, slick.
Oh my gosh.
Mario Radio, more like. Yes! No longer in Yamada's class.
Dang.
1組はどうだ市川友達はできたか早速パンツは見れたかうっかりおっぱい揉めたか
But just rapid fire. Absolute unhinged behavior.
Yep.
なんだよのこれって
渡したかったんだ。
A gift?
What is it?
It has a little first place ribbon on it.
お誕生日おめで
Oh.
とう。違う。ウォレットチェーンだよ。
Bro was like, I'm a dog. I won't put.
Fussing around with your pants, yeah?
うちら元2組の
Oh my god.
I cannot.
Yes! Yes!
さあ、
否定しろ
そうだとしてもダメな。盛大に祝いたいよ、そういうの。去年の2組でさ、両肩を置いて、クラス全員でフラッシュモブとかして告白を。
Oh my
What?
god.
Wait.
Oh my god. Wait, so the OP
opening?
dancing could actually
The
happen?
あの2人、春休み中に別れた。
Oh no.
そうなんだ。祝いたり。
We should have celebrated more. Yeah.
面白い。
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You.
Oh my god.
付き合ってるの？って言ってたね。ちょっと忘れも。
I am so done. I cannot.
Yes!
Oh my gosh.
Now, if Moiko's a real one, she won't tell the whole school about that.
俺も1組だから
You are? Damn.
休み時間のたびに原さんの
Oh, what a sweetheart.
5分ぶりに見る原さんは
Oh.
だけ綺麗に
Yeah, absence does make the heart grow fonder.
いいよな市川山田さんと一緒になれて
Wow.
なんで一番仲いいから普通に変なごまかし方したくなかったのは僕はここで
Yeah. I sensed a disturbance in the force.
友達だと思ってるからだろうかたまにかよ
Oh, I wanted to see them hang out with them.
やっとな。
That's incredible. Just willing herself.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Herself.
でね。次の人。なるほど。気を入れます。
そっちも見せろ
見てないもん。
地獄みたいな強制告白イベントを開催したという祝福女
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
二人は。
ピというのはただならぬ
Ah, it's code. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
あんまり喋ったことない人と喋ってみよう。
Wow. Calculated.
友達100人。カンカンって呼んで。こんなでいい？なんで？
What?
他とは違う呼び方したいから。
Critical damage.
さわさわ。
Oh,
カンナは私が呼んで。
that's my name.
半沢さんとは小学校の時仲良かったんだよ。コーヒーさ。
Oh, she's a little like your ex, yeah.
呼ぶのはどう？何がじゃあなんこう。じゃあうちは山田あって呼ぶね。お、いいよ。いいんかい。
Extroverts.
Yep. I never noticed that before, though.
He's getting taller.
Well, oh, sure.
Yep, yeah. He's getting taller.
6センチ
6 whole centimeters. Damn, man. Those
私は
2.2 inches.
Right, right.
伸びたけど。
Half a foot.
残しときたいな。
Yeah,
昔の人って家の柱に子供の身長の高さを残しといたんだ。
yeah. Some people still do that.
ていうか見えるところに書いたらすぐ消されるだろう。
確かに。
Somewhere not obvious.
この辺り。
Oh, that's really clever.
Yeah.
私も測っ
I can't. You know.
You'd be on a different shelf.
声変わりは終わった？
Huh? Oh. Her first name, yeah. She's on glass.
Yeah,
前は正直あんまり大人になりたくないな、もっと山田に近づきたいと思えるようになった。物理的に。
yeah.
Yes.
私は。
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
自分から伝えたい。
Come on, you can do it.
Yeah.
山田、この恋が
Ah, it's in his head. Yeah.
人に見つかる前に。
But not leaving either.
No, she's just so awkward, actually, that she's just like, I was reading a book.
なんか言おうとしてた。
Bro, read the room.
She is so awkward.
She kept walking.
翌日、3年生になって最初の席替えか。
That was so funny.
別に僕はどんな席でも構わない。
Yeah, you took the main character seat. Ah!
席変わってくれる？いいよ。
Oh. That's funny. Yeah. She's trying to set them up.
Yeah.
山田アンナが隣。
Ah.
まずといったところだな。
The two completely different responses.
一度近くなった距離感を無理やり引き離すのは。今日は山田が早退したので全
Oh,
然
she's going to give the book probably over
距離
to.
感に気をつけすぎ
Yeah.
て本当に疎遠になったら
No.
仕方がない。僕から
Oh.
誤解してるかもと思って書いています。市川とはすごく仲良しなんだけど。
As of April 10th, that's hilarious.
Amazing.
時々見てるのが辛いくらい人のことばっかり考えてて。
Always thinking about me. Oh, she crossed out.
その時間も距離も私にとっては特別で大切なものなんだ。いつかはちゃんと。
Oh! Yeah. That's not for you to read. That's not for you to read. Oh! Bro, you've got to just go.
Do it.
おはよう。
Yeah.
of course you do.
Yeah.
気づいてきた距離。
Mm-hmm.
何より大切なもの。
Right.
私ね。
Oh.
恋ってどんなものなのか。
Yeah, she's curious.
いいことなのに祝福してはいけないの。去年の二人はな。
Oh.
市川。じゃあね。私がいっぱいあげてあげるね。
She's like, I'm not in love with you though, you know?
I think that's something special that should.
Yeah. Between you and the person that you really care about.
Right.
We're not that close yet. Okay.
That was
All
amazing.
right. They're back.
Yep.
We're in class 3. Sorry.
Class
year
1.
3, class 1.
Right.
They're all together. Rest in peace, Adachi.
Yeah.
But given that everybody's here, that means now what this next year holds could be completely different.
Yep.
We have some new characters that we get to know.
Cool. Yeah.
They're very, very different. I like that they also kind of defy the expectations even by their character designs a little bit.
Sure. Yes.
There's some fun stuff going on there. But yeah, it's just good old classic hijinks with a little bit of, we can kind of do a reset on the display of our relationship in this new year so that we don't end up causing trouble for Ana's or Yamada's career.
Right. And because, it's something that Kyotaro, he does get nervous about it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But sure enough, they bumble that, they bork it, they
only in front of Moiko.
Well, no. There was also the whole thing of the excited hand holding at the very beginning.
That's true. That's true. And even Hanzawa in the library and stuff. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yep.
It's
you
hilarious.
Can't keep those kinds of feelings a secret.
You really can't.
It's just,
everyone has eyes.
Yeah.
Even the panda sees from behind their black spots.
And I love it because it's something where it's like, yes, we had a little bit of conflict this episode. Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
But that was just to introduce these new characters and the conflict was resolved. They were brought into the fold and hey, this relationship is very important to me. We're not dating as of April 10th,
But soon I plan to. No, we can't look at it.
He's shy,
what a good guy.
and so I would really appreciate it if you would just leave us be, so that we can just do our thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, awesome. What is this? We're getting clear communication in a rom-com with a bunch of middle schoolers. This is great.
Between girls also, especially, where lazy writers will often have girls have conflict for just the sake of having no girl conversations that they have to write because they're weak.
So this is fantastic.
Amazing.
And the conflict that is there, yes, it feeds back into the comedy and the sweetness of, oh no, Moiko sees them with full-on pants down, Yamada kneeling in front of him.
The chain got caught underneath her shoe.
Yeah.
And he pulled away. And she's
just,
like, oh no. And
and Moiko just being so done after, even in this very episode, doing quite a few things in order to cover for them. And then just being like,
all right, fuck y'all. I'm out.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
I don't get paid enough for this shit.
Yeah, we don't pay you. Exactly.
If your relationship, comes full out everything here, then you know what? That's
your own fault.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I just love the idea that in her head, she extrapolates out wait, so you guys were in the classroom, which means you had to be in there. And his pants would you guys right. I don't want to even think
there are limits,
come on.
I know tattle, but I don't need to be at this point.
You guys are gonna blow this.
Snitches get stitches, but you're really not making it easy.
Yeah, I understand you're in the trenches. You're in a foxhole now.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna let you know that the next time you stick your head above cover here.
Yeah. I'm not gonna give you covering fire.
I'm not diving in front anymore. It is incredible.
But I love the idea also that the conflict that the new characters brought in is not that they're gonna sabotage things or whatever. They're gonna
they're going to encourage it.
They're gonna so aggressively encourage it that it's no, we don't want that much.
Yeah, and actually, I think that it's very realistic and very cool that they brought up immediately how the people that they did this to did get into a relationship, and over summer break they broke up.
Yep.
Because they were no longer in the environment where it was being encouraged in a very over-the-top dramatic way.
Right. They might have basically, as a result of it being rushed or not done on their own time, had a foundation that wasn't as solid as it could have been. Now, is that something where people, especially at this age, will tend to be like, all right, but the foundation isn't solid enough, and it's solid concrete 20 feet down? Maybe, but, it's but I'm so nervous and worried that, I'm not going to do anything until I know for sure.
Yeah, I'm getting to that point where now I have peers who were, already quite a bit older than me, but they now have kids, because they had kids that were, pretty young. And, their kids are transitioning from like elementary school into like middle school and stuff. And they'll joke, but they're not joking, that they'll have like, boyfriends, girlfriends, or what have you. And they'll change like every 3 weeks. Like it's like, oh, that was last month's, boyfriend. Right. And it's like, what? Oh, right. No, it totally makes sense. It's just, who's your special friend that right now you're spending a little bit more time with, and you don't know what love is.
Right.
You're just being like, okay, no, I'm now going to be hanging out more with this person. And and if 2 years later from that kid's age, they're like, oh yeah, you guys should date. You guys should join this serious relationship. And you probably have only known each other for like a year, maybe. Right. Yes, you do actually like each other.
To say nothing of
cool.
To say nothing of when you're at that age, how much do you actually interact with the person that you like?
Literally in school.
No.
School breaks.
No, yeah, exactly. But like, Ichikawa and Yamada are way ahead of the curve in that sense, that they actually do spend a lot of time together at school and outside of school.
Outside of school, especially. I think that's the part where, in a lot of ways, Yamada has multiple advantages in that her work affords her a certain amount of freedom, not just from like a financial benefit perspective, but also in the idea that she has to have her parents set her up in such a way that she's able to, with her own agency, get to a lot of these jobs on location.
Oh, sure.
So she has experience just maneuvering about the world of adults. Like literally, like that's an actual benefit that will lead to them being, capable of just going on a date.
Because that's part of the sugar sweet, goodness here is that, yes, because realistically, you'd have probably two people that are like Ichikawa to some extent, where it's they don't say anything to the other person about it, right? And they're, super shy and all that stuff. But
it can be helpful. Genuinely, it can be helpful. As someone who was the super shy person, it can be really helpful if you like a person and you have no idea because you're second guessing every single thing about it, about whether or not the person likes you, because you both are so bad at communication that then two groups come together and they're like, no, you do like each other.
Right. And
boom,
things,
go.
And things like hey, let's change seats. That's great and sweet, right? And while it might be something that makes Kyotaro a little bit embarrassed in the moment, he's going to forget about that. And then, hey, for the rest of the school year, you're sitting next to Anna, right? Or at least until the next seat change, which will probably be in a long time.
Totally.
So.
And also, this is another thing. Just because they broke up, it doesn't mean that time was wasted.
Yes.
Like a lot of the relationships that happen before you're an adult are going to end up just being little like, oh, we were together for 8 months, like oh wow.
Oh, a whole 8 months.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like that's impressive, like genuinely. Yep. So obviously for them, this is their life, this is the end of the world if we were to not like each other at a certain point. But no, that stuff happens. Better to have loved and lost at especially a young age than
and as far as
never at all. Like,
and as far as, what love really is and what it means and all that stuff, well, you'll figure it out, right?
Yeah, Hanzawa. Yeah, I love the idea that I misread her initially because she's kind of doing the like curious look.
Right.
And I could potentially see with just the way that she seemed kind of lazy, there might have been some potential condescension in there. But I was completely wrong.
Nope.
It's the genuine like, is this what love is?
Right. It's the not being able to.
So good.
Yeah. Right. The genuine interest and curiosity, combined with the not really being able to read the room and see that she's butting in until way later. Oh, hey, it's almost like we had a whole bit as that in the very first episode of this show.
Yeah.
And then she drops her book and then walks away like bumps into something, bumps into another.
I'm not
thing.
supposed to be here.
Yeah. Like
I love that it was maintained the whole way through. Yep. When you have a character get introduced in a story that needs to have fast pacing, you dramatically introduce that character's flaw and or their strength.
Yep.
like,
Get them
in
two-dimensional
tandem.
as quick as you can.
Yeah, exactly. Get them out of one-dimensional stuff here where we're just asking questions and be like, oh, okay, they're definitely somewhere in this area here.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
And they did that so well with her because I love what they presented us with, but I'm so glad we did not go into where my like imagination was
like,
headed.
Blonde, aloof, like tall, you know, archetype kind of character.
Yeah, transfer student from out of the country who doesn't understand the culture or what have you.
Oh, sure, yeah.
That was kind of the general thing that I was getting, and instead it's the no, she gets kind of how to do life and stuff here. It's the I don't specifically know what love is,
right?
But I am very, very curious. I very much want to know this, and so her desire is strong, even though her kind of lackadaisical nature is still there.
Also, something that I gotta say that really made me appreciate the scenes that she was in where she was causing mischief is. So okay, you know they're in the like you know the curtain or whatever right together right, and it's like oh okay all right this is awesome, and then damn it someone interrupts it right.
Yeah.
Tale as old as time. You know, a cute moment is happening and then something happens, but then oh hey after that interruption then it's the and now we'll pull the curtain back closed again. Now, of course, it got interrupted a second time, and that's when then it really is going deep on, you know, who she is and her deal and all that stuff, and then we get the letter at the end to resolve it, right? But the fact that we got the moment was sort of interrupted a bit. Well, we are people with agency. We can just be like, and we're going to
go back
reset,
to that.
You know, like
so
that's
what did you want to say?
Like there are. It is so frustrating when you'll have characters and it's like, okay, they like each other, but you know, will a moment happen and all that stuff, and then a moment happens and then something interrupts it, and it's like, well, that's it. We can't.
There's no more capacity within the scene to take what the characters want or desire in words. Like we can't express that, but you can express that through action. You can express that through Yamada shuts the curtain. That communicates not just things to us, the audience, but that communicates things literally to Ichikawa. Like communicates things to him of she wants to be alone, close physically to you right now.
Yep. You might have been talking about just being, you know, closer to her height, but here we are. Yeah.
She's interested potentially in more than that.
Yep.
And the idea that we get also kind of a little bit of a recap with this year transition that she's like, hey, if I was to liken Ichikawa and our like relationship to something, it's that I'm trying to get closer to a cat. And cats are really hard to get close to. They are a bit of they kind of push off from you. They don't really chase after you showing their desire. You kind of have to win their affection over the course of a lot of trust being built up. And one of the things that's been so special about their dynamic is how much trust they've built up with each other.
Right.
So that they can have these moments where they're literally playing as if they're not in a relationship when they literally aren't in a relationship.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. Which is hilarious. But then even when he maybe says some things to showcase that they're not in a relationship to others that could actually feel a little bit hurtful, she's not even remotely worried that he's saying this in that even if he thinks that there's a chance that him doing this in this timing and in this way could actually ruin the connection in some way.
And so he puts the little sorry on the corner of the book, and it's like, just little things that they do to look out for each other, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that even like when he's thinking, oh, what if this actually turns into actual distance between us? Which is that's the kind of anxiety kind of stuff that we are very familiar with from him, right? And it's very realistic and all that good stuff. But it doesn't even stick around that long. And it really entirely doesn't. Without outside reinforcement. Yeah. Right? Like just on his own, he's just the thought enters his head and then it leaves, right? And I just there's all these little things to just show how the characters have grown and where their hearts are at and how they express their care towards each other, and it's just wonderful. And I love that we get that at the same time as getting the, oh my God, your pants are down, you know, right? And things like that. Like, yes, it's wonderful.
Yeah. You guys are going to get closer. You have said, you know, I want to get closer to you. You have now come all the way back around to seeing that not only does she want to get closer to you, but maybe also doing this whole side of things of the pretending like you're not that close. Maybe that's not going to keep up much.
Yeah, no, that's going to be exhausting. And let's be real, it's not convincing.
It's really not.
So just
everybody's watching.
Yep.
Everybody knows.
As soon as the public excited rush to each other and handhold thing happened, the genie's out of the bottle. Like no amount of, oh hey, Yamada's like that with everyone, even guys. Pat, you know.
Yeah. I'm excited for Yamada or Anna to start teaching Hanzawa what she knows about love. Because if you are experiencing something and you start to then be able to communicate what you're experiencing in a way that can make other people understand, that means you know it on a pretty intimate level.
Yep.
You can know something, especially love, without other people's help.
Yep.
That is not something that requires another person.
Sure.
There is self-love. There is also the feelings of love towards others.
Sure.
But she is also going to be eventually translating things that you have done and said, Ichikawa, over the course of this show.
Oh, yeah.
Because you may not be aware of every single one. No, you're definitely not aware of every single one. But you probably are not aware of how many times you have communicated your love for her in ways that are not daisuki, you know, like
right, yeah.
Aishiteru, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You may not have said the word.
Right. Well, and
in
that's
any overt way.
And that's why it's so wonderful, because like if you think about this for a second. All right, we really actually are not dating.
No, they are not.
But then they did have to ask the question when they overhear the other people saying that they're going to do a thing, which again, I love eavesdropping for progress in a story. Like,
oh my
when
gosh.
It's this progress is going to happen anyway, but it's let's ask
along.
about this.
Yeah,
you know, they think we're dating. Interesting. You know, and then we need to make people think that we're not dating, but we're actually not dating. So the only reason you would need to make them think that you're not dating when you're actually not dating is if maybe you actually are basically dating and you just haven't acknowledged it yet.
Yeah.
And
it's kind of important that maybe you acknowledge it.
Yeah. And you know, I can, you know, teach you about, you know, love and all that stuff. Maybe because I know about it and I've been experiencing it and all that.
So, yeah, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below. For our Patreon, you get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us, the community there, about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. If you have any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.